I was scrolling through my drama list the other day and I saw Pursuit of Jade trending with a rating of 9.1. But while going through the comment section, I saw a lot of critics saying, this drama is officially overrated, it does not deserve a 9.1 rating. They claim the international fans of the leads rated this drama high just because of them. I do understand that when a drama like Pursuit of Jade drops with this much anticipation, starring visual powerhouses Zhang Lingyi and Tianxi Wei, you expect the fans to be screaming from the rooftops. But a 9.1? That is legendary status territory. That is Nirvana in Fire or the Untamed territory. So is the internet collectively lying to us? Pursuit of Jade is directed by Chen Qingqi. If you have not heard the name, you have definitely seen his style. Zhang is a director who single-handedly elevated short-form dramas, those low-budget 10-minute episode shows, like A Familiar Stranger, The Butterfly Lover, or The Killer is Also Romantic. He is a specialist in making $1 look like $100. In Pursuit of Jade, he is working with a massive budget for the first time and has visual powerhouses like Zhang Lingyi and Tianxi Wei. And as expected, he delivered. He used high contrast lighting, a heavy atmosphere, think constant snow and embers, and painterly framing. He tells the story through the vibe before a single line of dialogue is even spoken. In episode 3, when the female lead was on her way back home, she was walking barefoot on the snowy road. Just behind her, there was a horse-drawn vehicle. An official took a peek and saw her struggling. She was all covered, yet her bare feet made the scene so sensual. Zhang is the master of the tension-filled close-up. He lingers on eyes and micro-expressions, longer than traditional directors. If you think the chemistry between the butcher and the Marquis is insane, it's because Zhang is framing them like they are the only two people in the universe. This is exactly where the overrated argument starts. Critics often argue Chen Qingqi is all style, no substance. But let me tell you, beyond the lighting and the lens flares, there is a reason this story specifically is pulling 9.1 numbers. It's the dynamic. We have seen the cold general and the dainty maiden a million times. Pursuit of Jade flips that script. Tianxi Wei plays Fan Changyu. She is not a princess, she is a pig butcher. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would see a female lead as a butcher. Her attire was selected in a way that portrays she is broke. She was shown as very strong, although I could not see any muscle. Also, her big jaw eyes were not aligned with her strong personality. Then you have Zhang Lingyi playing Xi Zheng. He is a powerful Marquis, but for the first 5 episodes he was injured and very weak, barely able to stand up. When Changyu found Xi Zheng buried under the snow, her protective instinct kicked in. Like, why would a woman who is completely broke take home a complete stranger? She could have taken help from other villagers, but she did not. Even when her aunt offered to keep him in her house, she hesitated. She did not have money to buy a coffin, yet she was determined that she would somehow manage the money for Xi Zheng's medicines. She knows she is capable. By the way, this is Fictioniaa. I do drama breakdowns and character analysis, so if you are interested in such things, do consider subscribing and liking this video. Now, where things got interesting. Changyu only had her parents' house as property. Like a typical trope, she had a greedy uncle who wanted that house. In ancient China, there was a rule. If a family does not have a male figure, then the inherited property is owned by the closest male relatives. Since Changyu only has her sister as family and no male figure, the house would eventually be in her uncle's name. She only had one way out, to marry, but not a traditional marriage, it was a matrilocal marriage. In ancient China, this was a massive social taboo. Usually the woman joins the man's family, but here the man marries in. He lives in her house and follows her rules. He even had to change his surname to the woman's surname. Now, who would marry Changyu? Even though she was beautiful, she was a butcher and considered masculine. There is another story about her that I'll share later. And guess what? She had the most available option right at her own house, Zi Cheng. She was concerned he would reject her, but Zi Cheng himself brought this up and agreed to be her groom. The wedding was also kinda funny. Have you ever seen the bride waiting for her groom? That's what happened in this drama. And like brides do, Zi Cheng came and served a face card that made people speechless. Also, there were conditions like Zi Cheng having to obey Changyu's orders to maintain a happy family. Not only that, like a bride, he was waiting for her on the wedding night. I found this absolutely hilarious. Sadly, there was no kiss. It's even ambiguous if the leads like each other romantically yet. I mean, it's pretty clear that they care for each other. She literally saved his life and he married her to help her out, yet there is no spark of romance. That's a negative thing you can say, because it's been 5 episodes and we were not given a single romantic scene. In people's opinion, this drama is a slow burn. I was starved to see them kissing, at least on the wedding night. Sigh. Ironically, that's one of the reasons I will keep watching. I mean, imagine when they finally do kiss. There is another negative thing, the screen time of the male lead is so low. In these 5 episodes, even though he is ill, most of what he does is watch over Changyu from the window. I would love to see him more. I saw netizens complaining about this and it's actually valid. The director should give both leads a good amount of screen time. Actually, this drama can be very eccentric about Changyu, her personality, her lifestyle and her struggles. For example, how her engagement got cancelled. In ancient China, these things actually used to happen. Before marrying someone, people would check the woman's astrology chart. If the woman was very career-oriented or dominating in nature, people would see her as unsuitable for marriage. That's what happened with Changyu. She had a strong personality, so her engagement was cancelled because it was believed she would bring misfortune to her husband's life. The director is simply breaking this taboo. The director also showed back in the time people were simpler, living together, helping each other in need quite selflessly. Even they were easy to manipulate, they did love from hearts. See, Changyu did not have her own family, yet she got people who really cared for her. Though I have only watched 5 episodes, I think this drama is mostly about women thriving against the odds. If I get to see more screen time for the male lead, I will be happy. Overall, it's an enjoyable drama, but it is a bit slow. So be patient, watch Pursuit of Jade and stay hydrated.
凡超越名正言顺。